Hello everyone, and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns. So today we have a Skyward Sword Randomizer weekly race. So on commentary we will have your average Link and myself, and on tracking we will have Golden Devil and Jade Miniboo. So thanks everyone, and have a great race.
Hello. Sorry, I forgot that whenever I restart my PC, it does probably the default behavior of routing my Discord audio through the chat section of my microphone, which is also what I had wired up to like the capture card pass through. So I turned that down, and I must have not heard anything you said in the past few minutes.
Yeah, no problem. So we are live, and today's settings are 2 dungeons and dungeon entrance randomizer, and the new setting that is called Dalton Sanity, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so Flooded Fern Woods has 17 new locations for each group of Tadtones. Additionally, they've decided, just for the sake of sanity and not having 17 different bait items and chests, that they will start with 14 of those Tadtone pairs, so they only need to get 3 more to turn in a reward to the Water Dragon.
Oh yeah.
So just like Boko Base got its glow up, or rather inclusion, Flooded Fern Woods is a lot stronger, and so is Water Scale. Oh, ooh, nice custom model.
Yeah.
Appears that either I have desync or KitKat and JDude didn't get the memo.
Nah, I think KitKat stream has some issues.
Oh, and I had JDude's stream paused. That's why. Oh, there's a little.
So we are reading 5 hints at the start of the seed today. I'll disable the
Orko has a sword. I missed the dungeons. TMS is a crystal pack. The neck of a dragon. Oh, that means Earth Temple's one of the dungeons, because that's like the thing in the boulder rolling section.
Yeah, it seems both dungeons are Eldin.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah, because Magma from Fiery Fate, yeah.
Yeah. Actually,
it could be anywhere.
Stream.
Alex with his best banana impression. It's like.
Yeah, it seems Kit has like.
I think this version. Yeah. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this version has the model stuff that Muzu added, so it makes it a lot easier to make custom colors.
Yeah, you are correct here. She also has custom music.
Yeah, nice Lance / Red from Gen 2 going on. JDude is making a bit magic file. Yeah, Muzu has expressed interest in making a Tears of the Kingdom Zelda model once it's available.
So we will be doing the same start as usual in the standard seeds. Now we can pull the sword. We got the animation back.
That is.
Let's say bye to the chest.
It is a wide model on Muzu's end. Yeah, someone has been working on a Shulk model. I've wanted to make like a Cloud model specifically because there are a lot of swords in Final Fantasy VII that would be cool to put in. Like you could have like Ultima weapon as the True Master Sword. It'd be great.
Yeah. Actually, I might change the runner since Kid's stream has a lot of issues.
It's too thick, the FF8 gun bleed. I was thinking of making the toothpick the nail bat because it doesn't have materia slots, so it's like not being able to charge a Skyward Strike. Except the problem is the nail bat is quite strong, so not really in character for practice sword.
Okay, I'll switch the stream for the top left runner.
Oh, it's a shame because KitKat was gonna show a strategy that is only possible because of Phi warping. He's doing early Zelda's room.
Yeah, the problem with that was that his stream will just accumulate delay from what I have seen.
Yeah. But yeah, since you can get out of that soft lock position by warping back to the start, it is a viable option to get that item without claw shots.
That's interesting.
A nice early slingshot. And it looks like Firework seems to have 100 more rupees than everybody else.
Yeah, he must have done a different start than.
I was gonna say, with those rupees, you could probably do an early trip to what's it called, Beetle. Oh yeah, that could have been Zelda's Closet. Uh-oh. Yeah, Muzu having a little bit of trouble with that dive. It's okay. Tears of the Kingdom Link would not even get close to that ledge. Yes, I'm still mauling over the lack of horizontal movement. Oh. There might have been something important on Alex's end. I wasn't paying attention. Was that a sword? No.
Okay, so we have a Fire and Pillar start, which is nice for that Sanity testing seed, since basically Fire gained like 17 checks, I think.
Yeah, but they're all locked behind water scale and either bellows or claw shots. So the rich get richer unless you're Gust Bellows, in which case you're happy, except usually claw shots happen.
Well, scale is not like locking much checks if Ancient System is not a dungeon required, but
well, yeah, it's a good buff.
Yeah.
It's quite similar to what happened with Fire Shield earrings. When earrings were, or when what's it called? Fire Sanctuary was added. Or not Fire Sanctuary, Boko Base.
Yeah. So basically, Eldin gained Boko Base, Ferron gained Flooded Ferron Woods, and Laniru gained Gorge. One of them is not like the others, has a lot less checks. Currently, Gorge only adds, I think, 2 or 3 checks. And Boko Base is like 6 to 10 checks. I don't remember the exact count.
10, I think.
Yeah. So, yeah.
The difference is, with Boko Base, you needed both earrings. Actually, you didn't even need earrings for most of it, but you needed Magma Mitts. That's what was buffed. And you also needed a lot of other items, but with Tad Tones, you just need access to Flooded Ferron Woods, and you can reach all 17 of them.
Yeah, that's the thing. That also makes Ferron the strongest region right now.
Nice.
Eldin was the strongest region before every single of these updates.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the... There's not really a way that you can buff... I mean, I guess... Sansi got a buff when Rupee Sanity was added, but Lanayru outside of Sansi did not have that many rupees, and it hasn't gotten any other changes, so it's just kind of gotten comparatively worse over time.
Yeah.
But you still can't compare. I think Lanayru got the biggest buff from dowsing. Like Desert is so much faster with dowsing, it's insane. Because every single item there besides Hook Beetle Fight is a chest. Oh yeah, full trial item shuffle. That will buff every region equally.
Actually, yeah.
And it will bring the songs back into relevance. I've missed them for a while. Maybe now that I have free time, I should actually get working on that.
So right now, Muzu is the only runner that went to Fair Run immediately, which is pretty interesting because usually you want to do quite a lot of checks on Skyloft before going to any region. But Fair Run is the region you have the most things to check easily without any item.
Well, yeah, for now. I mean, if they had Elden, there'd obviously be a lot more options there, but...
There's also quite a lot of picks you can do. Rupee Sanity puts some rupees in the main Fairun region.
Yeah, so yeah. It used to be if you had no items, all you could do was slingshot, but now if you have no items, you can also... I guess there's also the item on the tree, but now if you have no items, there's that 1 rupee on, like, the tree leg. Oh, hello, Ruby Tablet.
Yeah, Ruby Tablet is pretty good right now.
1,000? Jeez. I'm pretty sure Skyward Sword, even with all this new stuff, if you have everything enabled, tops out at, like, 280, 290 or something. And we typically don't play with, well, Goddess Cubes, that's 27 gone right there. And most of the, and 4 of the, actually 5, because you count Skykeep, of the dungeons don't have anything. So that's, like, on average, like, 50 to 60 gone. So, typically only, like, 200 or less in these settings. It looks like only about 180 something, looking at JDude's tracker.
Yeah, right now SSR doesn't have many checks. It's actually the rando with the least amount of checks. Pretty sure. With the recent updates, Ocarina of Time absolutely exploded in checks. We are at more than 1,200 checks if you enable everything.
Oh.
Shuffled pots creates free standings, silver rupees, things like that. So yeah, for now, these options are random settings only, which is pretty normal. That's a lot. So yeah, SSR right now doesn't have that many checks, but the regions are actually pretty big. So it's a sparse checks basically.
See, I'm waiting for, like, the chaos random settings thing where, like, there's 0 weighting at all. And because you have some things, like, for example, the damage multiplier is some integer between 1 and 256, I think. So you are more than likely to be on Oko mode if it chooses one of those completely at random. Because you only need a multiplier of about, like... I mean, 6 is enough for things to Oko you at default health. And then if you have something like 20, most things besides, like, bees or keys will take you out in 1 hit.
Yeah.
And considering there's hundreds above that.
That's also a good moment to talk about this. Skyward Sword pretty recently added the possibility to play on normal mode in the randomizer, which is very good for beginners because
well, I mean,
hero mode is very hard.
You always could play on normal mode. It's just that it came with everything. So if you played on normal mode, you also had the default Skyward Strike, which is pretty pathetic.
The problem with the default Skyward Strike is it is that the logic basically wanted to use the upgraded one too.
Yeah.
So that was an issue.
I do kind of wish, like, it would have been cool if the Skyward Strike were, like, nerfed by maybe, like, so it does, like, 12-ish or 8 damage instead of 16, because right now it kind of trivializes most combat, but it made sense in normal mode, because by the time you got that Skyward Strike, you had the True Master Sword, so your sword strikes did the same amount of damage anyway. And for most of normal mode, your Skyward Strikes were about, like, half the power of your sword.
Okay,
Which
so
makes sense for a projectile.
now Muzu is doing the Deep Woods. After that, she's probably going back to Sky. Since Alex found the Ruby tablets, he's already in Eldin, but he's the only runner that has it right now.
Ruby Tablet was on Oriel's crystals.
Yeah,
And
so
I think there was a bottle on the Lumpy Pumpkin item.
Yeah, that also means that
There's heart.
yeah, that Fireworks Spinner will have Ruby tablet and probably go to Eldin too. Nice Skyward slash from Muzu, getting it second try. So we already have Harp, which is all required to finish the randomizer. We also need to beat both Eldin dungeons, so that means that going to Eldin is definitely good.
Well, there's dungeon entrance randomizers, so they could be anywhere.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Maybe that's why Muzu
Even
went
on
to
Skykeep.
Faerun. Yeah. Maybe that's why Muzu went to Faerun, actually. It's probably to check the dungeon.
Well, and with Slingshot, there's a fair amount of things you can get. 2 things in Bokobase? Okay. That's the other thing. You cannot douse a single item in Flooded Faron Woods, so you're just kind of up to the mercy of running through there.
Well, that's what balances 17 checks region, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm just worried that it ends up becoming something where yeah, nice hintstone. I'm just worried it ends up coming something where you almost like have to do it as soon as you get skill, because that amount of items is completely unheard of for free. Like, that's why whenever we had the chance of having Dusk Relic items work before we found out that the trial reentry was broken, that's why I liked playing with only 5 of those relics turned on out of a possible 10, because 11 free items for 1 trial gate felt kind of powerful.
Alex
Anyway.
just found Whip in Eldin. Doesn't open much things. Only useful for Sensi with the dungeons we got today.
Yeah.
Oh, but a Beetle. Beetle is extremely strong in Ruby Sanity.
Yeah.
And that's a Triforce right now.
Oh. Eldin seems to have the goods, as usual.
Yeah, and that's
oh.
that's the other tablets. Okay. Yeah, so just go to Eldin, it seems.
Yeah.
So Muzu will be doing a lot more things here. I think she's just finishing Slingshot right now. After that, she will probably go back to Skyloft.
Well, you could go check out Floria just to see what's there.
Yeah, that's true. But without a Beetle, you cannot even check the Ruby.
You can look at it, maybe.
Jijude will do the same thing as Muzu, checking the dungeon and maybe doing Slingshot.
Oh yeah, another sword in Magma Surf. Uh-oh. Well, according to his tracker, it doesn't seem to have bottles anyway.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Alex has a bottle.
Oh, something unreachable over there.
Yeah, so scale at least locks one item, besides locking the entire fruited Faerun woods. It could be crystals, but it could also be something good. I missed what Alex just got right now, but it had a good animation.
It's
It
clearly
seems he
not.
got life tree fruit right now. That's what he got.
Ah, okay.
So interesting choice from Fireworks Spinner. It seems he did not get the Ruby tablets actually. He went to Faerun and he doesn't have the Ruby tablet tracked, so yeah. So Alex has a very solid advance right now. He's just very ahead.
Warping to the start from here. I guess if he wants to do... It's an interesting warp point. Ah, for Pippet crystals.
Yeah. Yuzu is doing good on her route at least. She got the Ruby tablet on the way, which means that she will probably go to Eldin as soon as possible. Probably getting the Peril crystals before. So with LMF being in Skyview, that means that we need to go to at least Eldin or Lanayru to get the required dungeons. I think.
Well, not necessarily. If the dungeons are in Cistern and Skykeep, then...
Oh yeah, there's Skykeep. I think the Earth Temple door is closed in these settings.
Yes, but you start with 3 of the key pieces, I believe.
Yeah. So we need 2 of the key pieces just to check which dungeon is there. The RBM to open the door is banned when the door is closed.
Yeah, and same deal with the sand ship without sea chart. Yes, the sea chart, Stone of Trials, and key pieces will respect the requiredness of their dungeon as far as dowsing goes. So if you ping it and it's one of those things, that means that dungeon is required.
That's very interesting. You will know as soon as possible now. This is the same logical...
Unless, of course, they're all freestanding items, so you can't verify.
Yeah. So that means that the logical the approach with logic is the same as the Majora Mask randomizer, rather than the Ocarina of Time randomizer.
Well, it might not be comparable in that way, because those games, particularly Majora's Mask, where you usually play with every dungeon required anyway.
Yeah, but
this isn't the case for like entrances in
I
maybe
mean,
I'm not sure.
Every item that is not needed to beat the game, even if they unlock check, are foolish. That's how their logic works.
Well, so I think the way that it works for this is if the item unlocks only non-progress locations, then the item itself is also non-progress.
Okay, so Now Alex is doing the fair run, probably wanting to check the dungeon there.
Well, that's a bug, I think. That's not the case for other items. Like,
yeah. So basically, runners now will be doing what the others have already done.
do you think it might be null because like there's some macro for being able to enter the trial gate, and that requires the song. So even if that macro implicitly does nothing, the logic has. Because I remember this was the case for Skykeep as well, but that was eventually fixed.
I think there's a good chance that Bat 30 has a good item. Right now, in Lanelu, we only have one check. No close shots, no bombs. So Ember Tablet is really nice to have, but it's not unlocking many checks right now. The thing is, right now, I think we have only 15 crystals in Logic, which means that even getting loose crystals is not enough to go to 30.
Not for now, no. So probably some rupee here in Farron.
Yeah, there has to be.
Beetle 300.
Yeah.
I don't think
But-
anybody's explored that very much.
Yeah, I think yeah, Alex has the beetle, which is huge here. He will probably be able to get the item that is needed to continue. Now the question is the item something that unlocks checks immediately, or is it just a 5-pack and now you're farming 10 loose crystals for that 30?
Something back in time happening here. Probably dig spot RBM.
Yeah, I think.
You see, it's funny. Whenever you do the route that Muzu did, you almost hope that there's nothing in Waterfall Cave because you save a lot of time just because there's the rupee item at the end. If there's nothing else that pings there, because you don't have to run through the entire thing.
Yeah.
Or if you had gone the right way around, you'd still have to go to the end to check the item.
Yeah, this is the good thing about CDMC. It's so different than any other thing that exists in any randomizer that you have to be creative with your routing. It seems that you just got the bow on the dig spot RBM.
Too bad that doesn't really do anything. At least nothing that the slingshot doesn't also do.
Yeah, at least it's a pretty big upgrade on fighting ability. But yeah, there's basically no chance that bow is required.
There's like a very niche logical edge case where, like, for example, the last chest in Lightning Node, I believe, requires... I guess, but they have the beetle anyway, so that makes it moot.
Yeah. I think they have every item combination that bow
Extending blow
could be rated for.
is not possible with longsword anyway, so... At least not the setup that we traditionally use.
So we will probably start to see the rupee checks from Alex right here. Oh, Muzo is going
He can't quite reach the what's it called? The Great Tree ones from here, I don't think. Or can no. But you can reach like the ones like over here.
Yeah. Did any runner try to ping what was in Boca Base?
Yeah, there were 2 things, I believe, that Alex found.
Okay, so that's pretty huge to know. We still don't have digging mitts. There's actually a good chance that the next progress item is digging mitts. Like, scale would only unlock the one check in Skyloft right now because we cannot access Floria from regular means. Muzu and Jidu are about to get their Beetle and the Whip. Yeah, a second Beetle for Lanigu access would be pretty bad, I think, at this point.
Of course, it could also just be that one thing in the neighborhood. Oh,
yeah.
you know what? There's also actually, I don't know if this actually exists on New Logic, but I remember at some point there was a thing made where if you have LMF raised, then stamina potions can be a logical way to get through mines.
I'm not. Yeah, I think right now the LMF is main node.
Is it?
I'm not sure about it actually.
I feel like they went back to open, like.
Interesting. So, Hook Beetle would not only open Lanayru, it would also open Deep Eldin. Right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Deep Eldin is not a lot of checks without mitts or bombs, but it's still something. Okay, Firework finally getting the...
I don't think that's gonna work, Alex. I think the Bakoban's gonna wake up.
Yeah.
Or unless it died from the attack.
So Jijude, Muzu, and Alex all on White Sword, I think? Yeah.
JD seems to still be on...
Alex has a White Sword.
Oh wait, no, JD must have just gotten White Sword. And...
I mean, it's literally impossible to skip the sword in a Sealed Grounds chest.
Well, not impossible, but...
Yeah. I'm 100% sure all 3 of them have White Sword because they got the animation for adding crystals on the fight
right, yeah.
Fight check. Firework right now only has the long sword, which is the third one because he only went to Faerun. Still no access to Eldin for him.
Oh.
So he has to have a long sword. So what is left at this point? I'm not sure Alex checked
Really?
the freestandings yet.
Not really that much.
Yeah, the freestanding that takes a lot of time to check is the one above Lake Floria entrance. That one is quite out of the way to pick.
Did they douse the spiral charge rocks?
That's actually a good question. We got spiral charge in Faerun rupees.
I mean, I see it on 3 of their trackers.
Okay. So that could be that too.
Ah, yeah, and there it is from music.
Or it was Beetle 5, I guess. Oh yeah, maybe it's just Beetle. We didn't get... Yeah, okay. I think Muzu is done with Beetle, so that's not that. So already a pretty big bottleneck right now. Either it's one check in Pharaon that Alex didn't do yet, or it's the first chest in Aniru. Okay. The rupee is here. Good chance to be something. This seems pretty good. No, that's just a
It's
medal.
the medal.
Yeah. And now the check above Floria that is a little out of the way. If the trees allow him to.
Just another
Oh, that's a
Triforce.
Triforce. Okay, that's required at least, but that doesn't open
Doesn't do
anything.
anything right now.
Yeah. Well, he's still a step ahead of everyone. Batro can have something, but that means that some crystals are available somewhere, because right now we don't have many crystals. We have 15. We need at least a 5-pack. Our Beedle 300 has a pack. But is Beedle 300 in logic? Yeah, it has to be. So yeah, that's a problem. Oh, that's earrings. Okay, so this also doesn't lock any check right now, but earrings is super good to get. This location is actually pretty bad right now. If earrings end up locking scale, the all of the overrunners might get very delayed to get this.
Hang on. If the earrings were the earrings the rupee there in Floria?
Yeah, the rupee.
Then it can't lock scale because
Oh yeah.
you need scale to get there.
Okay, but scale could be your go mode.
Oh, interesting. Firework is doing the RBM to get to the latter part of Elden.
I'm not sure about this. Like you don't have bones, you don't have bits, so
you do at least get those 2 rupees that are
yeah, that's 2 checks, and breaking the logic could be could be a good answer.
Well, 3. I don't know if the chest pinged, but that chest like right after Volcano Scent is also there.
At this point, you're probably farming 300 rupees. Actually, Alex is 8 rupees away from it.
That's weird. I swear I saw him already get the crystal. Maybe that was Firework. I don't know. Wow, nothing in mines? Okay, so it is bat 30, unless we're missing something.
Okay, Muzu is doing the Lanego chest. First runner to do. Good idea from Alex to get the loose crystals here. The loose crystal here because it's kinda bad right now to.
It's always a treat seeing Petro because New Logic's sort of polarized Petro where he's either super good or completely useless, it feels like.
Yeah. But it seems today he will hardlock the location. Well, not hardlock actually, because breaking the logic could save you quite a lot of time.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with Musu and Fireworks attempt.
Yeah. I think it's the best thing you can do right now. Farming loose crystals takes a lot of time, and you also need to farm 300 rupees if you didn't get the money. Bat 30 usually is not that bad, but bat 30 while having to buy a 300 5-pack is very bad.
Yeah.
Oh, Uzu got absolutely destroyed by the keys. Oh, it seems Muzu stream has some issues.
Ouch.
Yeah, I refresh our stream because it's frozen on ZSR. Okay, this should be much better. Now everyone can watch Muzu. Now the question is, what does Battle 30 have? Because if it's Hook Beetle, Muzu might just get lucky and get the next progress item. If it's
Or it just ends
bomb,
up being like the Hook Beetle fight, and so you need the Hook Beetle anyway.
I mean, yeah, that's true. There's a lot of possibilities. Muzu doesn't have many checks right now. Oh, yeah, it's raised LMF, so stamina potions
Wow.
could be a thing
And
if it was implemented.
radio silent here as well. We'll have to see what the nodes have.
Okay.
But Alex is also doing some back in time thing.
It seems Lanelu is
Oh,
not
is
very
this is Alex in Lanayru right now? Yeah, if Alex is doing the bait warp, this is actually big brain because there's the Thunder Dragon reward and the rupee that he can turn in.
Oh yeah, he has the
And
light
caves.
trip.
And the caves chest.
Yeah. There's
And
actually a lot of
and
things
you
to
get
do.
deep Lanayru. And since mines are dead, there's no reason to go through them.
Yeah. This is actually pretty insane.
Skyview
Good. Yeah.
in there.
Shidu is getting the waterfall cave crystals with Beetle.
There's still nothing here, Muzu.
Yeah.
It's funny, you almost get better reception when you're farther away from the chests because the dowsing will ping from the same radial arc length distance, but since you're from farther away, that represents a larger geometric distance. If that makes sense. So let's say the dowsing picks up. Wow, nothing there as well.
Okay, Lanelu is very barren right now.
Say the dowsing picks up something within I don't know, 10 degrees. That means a lot more if you're further away.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if it didn't work from far away.
Yeah.
You had to get closer to...
We will know if Lanelu mining facility dungeon is actually useful right now. I don't think Earth Temple has any check for us. But Fire Sanctuary has at least the first chest.
Firework, you're not going to be able to do anything from this. You're just going to get stuck because of the bridge. You need bombs to cross the bridge. I always approve of whipping bomb flowers, but it's not going to be useful in this case. Wow, actually nothing. Okay.
Dead nodes. Okay. Did Muzu? Yeah. Okay. LMF is Skyview, so that means that LMF entrance is also dead.
All right. Let's see what shows up.
Okay. It seems the dungeons location
digging mitts.
Boo. Where are we digging mitts? Okay.
The Bat 30 chest.
Okay. That's pretty big.
I wanted something more exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, nice cave ski.
Oh. I mean, that's close to Fringe Vanilla. To be
I really hope that.
Oh, that's crystal.
No, I guess it's.
Is this crystal?
Oh, that's really good for Alex.
Yeah, he will not have to farm 10 lows. I'm pretty sure he already bought the crystals in Beetle. Yeah, I think that's what he wanted to see.
Let's see what shows up here.
He's probably doing the same scouting as Muzu.
Oh, another beetle. Too bad it pretty much doesn't do anything right now. As far as we know. There could be the nice start dozing. There could be the beetle hook beetle fight, but
Well, at least it's better than nothing.
yeah, you want hook beetle for Fire Sanctuary eventually.
Yeah, and there's a good chance that you can go to Sainty in this seed. Because Skyview and LMF were both not dungeons needed. So that means that you absolutely need to get to at least 2 of the 5 over dungeons, which means that there's a good chance that Saintship has one of the required.
She doesn't have Ballad. She can't get Gorko yet.
Yeah, Gorko is not available. So
besides, I could totally see people just saving that for the end. Like once you find Master Sword and the last Triforce piece, you just pick that up before the end.
Yeah. So at the very least, Firework got this statue, which means that if he gets the key pieces, he can go back easily here. Unfortunately,
yeah, and there will be Fire Shield. Well, they're out of logic, but
yeah, Fire Shield rings checks. But I think both chests in Volcano Summit were put back in Boko Base, which means that you also need Claw Shots to get something there. Or Mog Mammoths. Muzu will be able to get the second Triforce piece. I don't think G-Jude ever came back to Faerun. That's actually impressive, right?
oh.
G-Jude went to do 10 loose crystals before going back to Faerun with Beetle. Okay.
Oh. Sorry. I was just messaging Firework telling him to stop that ETR beam, but that wasn't even what was done. Okay. Good. Yeah, because like he was going in the general direction of the that part of village where you do it.
And Muzu is getting earrings. So, yeah, Alex is finding the bad news that Desert has absolutely nothing. So now his goal will be to get 5 loose crystals and do Bat 30. Like, he has to know now. Yeah, he's going Knight. That's 100%.
Alright. Let's see what these dig spots yield for J-Dude.
They seem pretty dead right now.
Well, he hasn't even checked them yet. Well, has to is a strong word. It could just be mitts for Hook Beetle for the Hook Beetle fight having something. Just despite the fact that there's nothing in Lanayru. Like, did we get a Lanayru Desert is Barren hint?
Okay, that's close shots. That's better.
So if we didn't get a Lanayru Desert is Barren hint, that implies that Hook Beetle fight has some progress item. Or at least non-progress.
Yeah, it could be just a crystal
because I feel like it's extremely unlikely that a 16 location region that had the chance of being hinted barren just wasn't. Because
Yeah,
they're weighted by how many locations there are, I think.
yeah. Okay, that was the question I was about to ask. So it's like in other games, basically. The higher amount of locations is hinted first, is prioritized because it's more unlikely to be hinted, to be barren actually.
Most of the time, you're only allowed up to 2 Baron hints, so that also means if you get 1 or 0, that implies that those are the only ones that are Baron.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Although most of the time, it's just you get something boring like village and caves are barren. Wow, who'd have thought? But sometimes you get something more spicy.
At least mine is a very good barren hint, especially since Crushot is your logical access to Lanilu Desert.
The problem is you can easily douse the entire region once you get there. So it can help you know beforehand, but it's dead to you like once you are able to go there.
I mean, here it was good because you had the early Lanilu tablets and basically last location flow shots.
Did they even get that hint? Because like everybody who I've seen go to Linear has pinged it anyway. Which
Actually,
makes me think that they didn't get the hint. I wasn't paying attention when the hints came around.
wow, there's a lot of red rupees in Eldin. Or maybe it was caves.
Oh, it was Thunderhead and Caves. Okay. Yeah, so not Lanayru. I think if it hinted Caves, which only has 2 things, then there might be something. There's probably something on the Hook Beetle fight. I mean, it could just be something inconsequential like a Crystal Pack or like a Tadtone, but something.
Anyway, we'll probably know soon because there's absolutely no way that Gideon is not going to Lanilu Desert with crow shots.
Oh, and he must not have checked this with the
Actually,
trick at the beginning.
did Gideon even do the check that had Hook Beetle? I don't think so.
No, at least it's not marked on his tracker. That's
Yeah,
wow. Okay,
I mean,
that might be
this
kind of bad.
this rupee is very out of the way, so it's very easy to forget. But yeah, that's
It
pretty
is
bad.
typically a pretty bad one to forget though, because there are 2 right next to each other.
Okay, Muzu is
JD
good.
doesn't seem to have the Hook Beetle that was in like the rupees. Don't worry, it wasn't a mistake on your part. It's just we're looking at JDude's tracker.
Yeah, it's Gideon that
Stream.
forgot to check a location.
So
Alex is
we're gonna be in suspense for a little longer on that.
yeah. I think at this point Alex is pretty ahead. Okay, he doesn't have the crow shots yet, but he also did all of the Ferron checks that Jidu did not do yet. There is the Triforce here, there, sorry, but that means that Jidu doesn't have it and will have to go back there later.
Well, Firework might be sad with Baron Lineru, but he's also getting the extra crystal pack from that pillar in Gorge.
Yeah, the extra pack made the
It's gonna
faster.
it's gonna save him like relative to Muzu. Because he spent a lot of time doing extraneous things, while Muzu has spent equally long getting all these loose crystals, so he's gonna come out a little bit ahead from that.
Basically, Alex has full cleared Gorge now.
I mean, there is still the life tree seedling, but ouch,
Yeah.
stumped.
But that also means that he has the statue there.
Oh, hang on. Oh, right, Golos are always there now. I forgot that it's not just with claw shots anymore. It's a change that needs to exist when random starting locations are on.
Okay, so Alex will be getting the Hook Beetle. If
There
Alex
we go.
knows about this bit of logic, there's a good chance he goes straight to Hook Beetle fight. after this.
Yeah, if you're keen on the statistics of Baron hints. Of course, there's also nobody's considered Fancy because there's a Caveski right there. Now that they have claw shots and Hook Beetle and Whip, there's a lot of stuff to do there.
Well, that's
Well, hasn't
probably...
Muzu also like not played in a while?
Yeah.
Like this, I think this is the first time she's been live in like a couple months.
Yeah, but Muzu is also talking a lot to Esme, which has done an insane amount of dev recently. Shout out to Esme for adding a lot of things recently. I'm pretty sure that Insanity is from Esme, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, J-Dude is going after Sansi now.
Okay, so it seems that Muzu and Esme have done a lot of co-op seeds on offline.
All right.
Okay, so close shots for Alex. Now he has a lot of more things to do, but he knows that.
Oh, nice Stone of Trials.
Stone of Trials. Okay, that's
well,
pretty
it's not
big.
something. It's not something that's pinged, unfortunately, but
yeah, you can't know if it's needed right now. But it's a pretty good item to have now.
Yeah.
Either you confirm a good dungeon location, or you know that your remaining dungeon entrances are better.
Yeah, it's good to get one of these items when you still haven't found any.
At this point, not having found any key piece, I would think that Earth Temple is also an unrequired dungeon.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's harder to tell than if there were all 5 in the pool, because there's only 2, but it's a fair chance.
Yeah, we have probably done half of game's location right now.
Oh, and Alex is doing Summit, which nobody else has been able to. And there's only one thing to look at, but...
Yeah, earrings and bottle. Can check the dungeon.
Oh, and yeah, the entrance as well.
It's actually the dungeon entrance that is the most valuable thing here.
Oh, we're gonna finally find out what's the Baron blocker here.
Firewalk is doing a hook beetle fight.
Fairies, I believe, were hinted dead, yes.
Very nice bomb timing. Firewalk is playing really well right now.
Yeah, that's interesting strategy. Although it matters less when you have bow.
Okay, that's Kale. You were correct.
Ah, okay. Very, very much not Baron.
Yeah.
That is
so
pretty big.
Close shots, Scale, Ancient Cistern entrance. Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Did I miss another beat? How does JD now have the Hook Beetle? Maybe he got it originally but just forgot to mark it on the tracker. I don't know. I just looked over on the screen and I saw.
But with Hook Beetle and Whip, it just makes sense to go immediately to Sensi.
Oh, Fire Sanctuary is Earth Temple. Okay.
Okay, so...
It's also unfortunate that Firework doesn't yet have the claw shots, so can't do Tad Tones. Because you can't reach the Great Tree.
But at the very least, he will be able to check the Floria check that pings.
Oh, that's true. The Dragon Rupee was hinted Baron, so you don't need it.
You know that there's at least one thing that pinged. Good chance it's a progress item. If it's crystals, it's also good, because you need crystals to get mix. Let me refresh.
Oh,
Okay.
Fireworks. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I'm refreshing to kill this problem.
Ooh. I hate when that happens. What happened to Muzu there, where you grab onto the corner so you don't actually grab on? And stressful as Alpha's combat over there. Something over here, apparently.
Yeah. There's no way you are claiming skippers if you don't ping. Okay, Bellows.
Oh, okay.
That's not really good because we already have claw shots, but that still unlocks 2 checks
And
in Hayloft.
J-Dude might... Has J-Dude even gone to the main part of the desert yet?
No,
I don't
never.
think... Okay, yeah. I see, it might be worse for... Alex might forget that the hook beetle thing is there, but I'm not sure. Definitely makes sense to do Earth Temple while you're here, though.
Yeah, even if you don't have bomb bag,
Yeah, you can...
you don't need
You
logic.
can...
It's your required
And
dungeon.
since you know that the dragon rupee is nothing, you can skip the horribly slow hook beetle thing by just doing the Peg's RBM.
Yeah. Basically, the last season of Temple.
Yeah. Except there's that one rupee above the bridge. I don't remember what was there, but I don't think it was anything important.
It's very on the way.
Nice dodging the attack with the fatal blow.
It was a hard piece.
Epic gamer skills.
Really good idea to clear half temple even if you don't have bomb bag. This chest could actually be bomb bag.
Maybe.
Okay.
Nope.
You don't say no to a crystal pack, even if you already have your mitts.
Oh. See, now you can logically pick up the rest of these rupees.
Okay. That's a boss key.
Dude has found the quick beetle. Oh, okay. I thought that was another beetle. Never mind. Just a bow.
Really nice to have quick beetle here.
And a rupee. I could argue, I can see a good reason for keeping those in, because that's clearly not something that, like, I feel like if it's not something that you originally think of when you're coming up with logic for the items, then it shouldn't be in base logic. Like, not many people are going to think of going up higher to circumvent the void plan.
In other games, this would be a trick.
Yeah.
Because that's not something you can figure out without someone telling you to, or doing the thing like completely by accident. So this is something that could just be on a trick list. Like I'm not sure that maybe these 2 checks are not the only ones that could have like a strategy to extend your beetle movement.
Oh yeah, there's Gloria exists. There was at least one thing. Stopped. Yeah, see, that chest there is the biggest debate because there's one directly behind it. So you can ping it and it's like, oh, there's something there, but there's not.
Yeah.
It's the other one.
Iowa will finally show us what is in Floria. Floria also has quite a lot of checks in Rupee Sanity, actually.
And there was one chest that pinged earlier that nobody could get.
Yeah. Both at the same time. Huge.
And the cistern entrance.
Yeah, the cistern entrance is the biggest thing.
I still hope the other one is Stone of Trials, but
yeah, we have
so
cistern.
rupees.
Oh, he's getting the tumbleweed.
Oh, I forgot that you can actually pick up items underwater now.
That's actually really nice.
Yeah, that's the whole reason that Tadtone's Sanity can work.
Yeah, because otherwise you would need to go.
You would run into.
Yeah, you would need to go above.
Oh, he's getting built out. A second pair of mitts.
Okay, that's huge because Bokobei pings 2 chests.
Well, yeah, but he's not going to be able to get that until he goes to, what's it called? To
Batro, yeah.
Batro, yeah.
Actually, he has 26 crystals, so he's 1 pack away from it. There's actually a decent chance he's...
Oh, and another ping.
Okay. There's a good chance he gets a 5 pack now. Mozu will learn the wonderful news of Earth Temple location.
Oh, nice.
What did he get? Crystals.
Crystal pack.
Okay. Yeah. I think you make a stop to Batro on the way. It's 2 checks at the same time. If it was for just 40, you probably not do it, but 40 is 2 checks. There's actually a very good chance that this over-pinged chest is bombs. Very high chance.
Oh, we're gonna look at life trees.
Alex got that tone.
Oh, nice.
It was in the Earth Temple Borsky chest. It seems Alex bailed on Scaldera. Without bombs, it's very hard.
Yeah, it is something. It's a really hard decision to make, though, because Earth Temple doesn't really have any shortcuts, so you have to run all the way through if you want to come back.
Yeah. Well, at least the bridge is raised, and you have a statue in front of the dungeon, so it's not that bad, but like most of the dungeon is the lava.
And another crystal pack.
Lava river. Okay. Okay. I think this is pretty good for Firework. Now he just needs to get to Batro to get the Magma Mix, but there's also the dig spots in Eldin to get his claw shots. As long as the other 3 runners are not getting the water in Dragon Scale, Fireworks can pull very ahead in this race.
I feel like these earrings coming up here might push him more towards Eldin before going to Batro.
Yeah, but it's not that bad, because if you go to Boko Base and Boko Base is like 2 crystal packs, then congratulations, you lost a ton of time.
Nice. Game over. I wasn't looking at what
Nice
caused the
game
death.
over music.
I wasn't looking at what caused the death.
Yeah. Welcome to Skykeep.
Nice Skykeep.
Okay. So Farron Dungeon's dead. We need Earth Temple, Door, or Skyview. Or Sandship.
Yeah.
It's one of those 3.
My vote goes towards Skykeep, just because the Stone of Trials was found, but...
Skykeep, Sandship. Yeah, sorry. Skykeep, Sandship. I said Skyview when I meant Skykeep.
Oh, and another Tadtone.
And Earth Temple. So it's still 3.
Another Tadtone there.
Okay.
On top of...
The funny thing is that the Tadtone's check can be the water scale. Not in the seat, but
well,
it's possible.
I don't think you can turn them in without the water scale, because I think the dragon, like, if you try to enter her trial without water scale, she won't let you, so you don't like soft lock yourself.
Oh.
I can look at the tracker just to be sure, but
it would be funny. Because yeah. I think it will not be off temple because we probably would have a key, or Bokobase has the keys and vaping there. But I'm very doubtful of that.
Okay, J-Dude's gonna be the first one to have complete. Actually, I guess it's gonna be an air quote race between J-Dude and Firework on getting claw shots and scale and claw shots respectively. Those rupees on top are the worst thing ever. They always block your first try. I don't understand why.
Yeah.
Their little blocking hitbox for the bomb is huge.
Okay, Firework is winning the race because
Hooray!
Hook Beetle
Now
Bombs
he's
is
popping off.
Hook Beetle Bombs is really hard.
I wonder if he's just gonna leave Eldon for now and go straight to headtones.
I would. Maybe do Sand Slide first.
He's sticking around for. Oh, he might get sidetracked from the what's it called? The Earth Temple entrance.
I don't know.
It'd be excellent if the bomb bag was in Tad tones.
That would be nice, yeah. Yeah, he has E-rings actually, so checking Fire Sanctuary entrance probably. Like, you will always do it. He still didn't find a single dungeon in this seed. Yeah, Alex getting the bad news that there's an item in Skippers. Believe me, you wish there's nothing here. It's so slow.
Yeah, I don't remember what the always hint. I don't remember what the always hint was for Shaq.
I mean, it has to be nothing since G went out of Lanegro for this. Well, at least out of Skippers.
Treasure dust. Oh, trying it. I think the hint was that Fairies in the Summit was a gold rupee, so that makes sense that it's pinging. But he must have forgotten the hint.
Yeah. Actually nice that you can ping that.
Yeah, it's a very niche use case of the White Sword dowsing options.
Yeah, and heads up for thinking about it, because
oh, barely not making it. Yeah, it's nice because a fair proportion of the junk items are covered by those dowsing options. Like, you can't really track medals or heart pieces or anything, but you can look out for rupees or treasures.
Yeah, and they make a huge part of the pool. There are not many medals. There are a lot of heart pieces, but not many medals. Boulder.
Are we gonna see a triad bombless here? It looks like yes.
I think yes, yeah. If you save, you're probably doing it. Nah. Yeah.
Or not.
No.
I mean, maybe she's safe scumming.
Yeah, it is very hard.
I don't know what she'd want to save scum.
Yeah, but I have zero doubts that KitScott would be doing it. It's on the any person route. There's no way he's not doing it.
Well, I mean, the problem is he definitely doesn't have Goddess Sword, so the strats are slightly different. But
isn't it easier with a better sword?
I mean, yes, but it's still unfamiliar. Like, if you don't know what the strategies are, then you might be out of luck.
Interesting.
Just because it's important that you do very specific amounts of damage for Bombless, because you want... I'm pretty sure you can get a bicycle fairly comfortably, or not comfortably, but you can get a bicycle with the longsword, so... I think if you just copy the latter phases, like you just do Skyward Strike, Spin Attack, then I think that works for bicycle bombless. Like Skyward Strike, Spin Attack, then Skyward Strike, Spin Attack, I think works. Because that's 16 plus 24, 40, and then 16 plus 24 plus 24 again. That should be enough to... Assuming you get double hits on both of the spin attacks.
Yeah. There's actually also a decent chance that Firework will be trying the Scaldera, because I think he's also doing the 80% speedrun.
I'm really surprised that J-Dude is doing Floria before Flooded Farron.
Because it pinged.
Fair enough, but...
If it pings, that means that there's
It's like, ooh, shiny! I'm gonna show this to the people who are watching me on Restream.
I mean, there's no way...
Can't believe you'd be such a selfish race player, JD. Just kidding.
Yeah. So far, both runners that saw Tumbleweed picked Tumbleweed. Hallway for not being DQ.
Yeah. Tim is absolutely vital.
Yeah. All runners have been playing pretty solid tonight. Very different route from most of the runners. Firework route is very unique. He has not done a single thing like the others, and it has worked pretty well for him actually.
Now that's just heresy, Jade.
Yeah. Yeah, Muzu and Jidude have been mostly doing the same thing. The main difference is that Jidude went for 10 crystals very fast, which means that he isolated a lot of checks in Farron, but he's doing it now with scale, so he's actually saving some time. And Alex has been doing small variations of what Muzu and Jidude have been doing, and it ended up working better for him. So right now, the big question is, will Firework be able to capitalize on his unique route and take the lead? Because right now, we just cannot...
Is there a Triforce piece that I missed? Because it looks like JD just finished it. Maybe there's one in Sansi that I missed.
Maybe that's the ping in Pirates.
Tracker's not updated, but I'm pretty sure I saw the long block of text that happens where it's like, the Triforce is complete. Now you can make the dream of vanquishing demise a reality. So...
Yeah, there's a
like
good
this.
chance the last chest in Pirates is just the Triforce piece. I think this one doesn't ping. Oh no, it's actually this one that pings. Went too far.
Does this score actually reflect the tad tones that have been collected?
Yeah, that's the Triforce piece. So yeah, G-Dude has all three. If he gets the one in Faerun.
Oh,
okay.
Metal.
Time for a lot of checks. At least the groups of tad tones is one item.
Oh, okay, so they do still restore air. I was thinking that they were just straight up replaced by freestanding items, but no, like getting the item once you finish the group makes sense.
Bomb
oh,
bag.
there are bombs.
G-Dude wants that.
There are going to be some very cursed freeze frames with these item pickups, I'm sure.
Yeah. I think you need a bubble.
Nah, you get a refill from those tad tones anyway. And it's normal mode, so any drowning damage is pretty inconsequential.
Tad tones are incredibly loaded with rupees. I think that was like 3 golden rupees on tad tones. Or 1 silver and 2 golden rupees.
I hate that you're right. I like suppressed tad tones from my memory once G3 Escape was found. I was like, I never have to do this again. But now they're coming back. I guess on the bright side, because it's normal mode, I don't have to worry about running out of air potion, because it's just always there.
I miss what this item was.
Yeah, no, I couldn't see. It's just adding to the reasons why we can never remove all text boxes like Link to the Past does.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think any 3D game removes all text boxes. And I didn't see what was this check.
Yeah, I'm surprised that J-Dude is getting away with just spamming through these text boxes. I feel like I'd want to see what I get. There's a heart piece.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he saw. And we are
yeah, I mean, I'm only looking on, like, maybe a sixth of my available screen real estate.
I'm also looking at all runners at the same time. Very hard.
Yeah, and I'm trying to, but it's very easy to just focus on one when they're doing something new. Although, speaking of doing something new, Firework is doing bombless, so there's that.
Yeah. I expect that from any percent runner, to be honest. I think Firework and KitKat are the two any percent runners in this race.
Yeah, Muzu, I don't think has run any percent since the new stuff has happened. See, what you all really need to learn is all dungeons, so you can do a bunch of back-in-time stuff that will never matter for Rando because it involves Farron.
That was probably the last tad tone. Oh, actually, there's one group left, it seems. Yeah, this group.
Oh, it was a sword, okay.
Okay, so you need at least the bomb bag if you are not doing bombless.
Also, those are dark blue. I always saw them as purple.
Okay, this is definitely the last group now.
Yeah.
And it was a golden rupee. Okay. And he's dying. That's actually a pretty good idea. Less warping in Skyward Sword.
Yeah, I don't know if If you did truly pick up a last Hadtone group, then I think that's all of the Hadtone items, so they can be turned in.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mizu's.
But I think Gigi
Oh wait, and he's just exiting Flooded Farron.
Gigi is also the only runner that didn't go to Earth Temple because he doesn't have earrings.
What happens? What happens if you exit Flood and Farron using fire warping without like talking to the dragon to dispel the water? I'm sure there might be something I'll have to ask Isma or try out myself.
I have a better question for you. Why is talking to our best character in the game not an option to go to Flooded Farron Woods by using his machine?
That is an excellent question. Also, yes, Skykeep Stone of Trial is useful. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Alex is missing.
Yeah.
He's missing scale still. See, I told you, he's gonna neglect that one thing in desert.
That's bad.
Firework is soft locking, it looks like.
Yeah, he missed the Skyward Strike. That you should not miss. What are the conditions to be completely soft lock on this fight?
Something about letting a timer run out or something. I don't remember. Oh, there's Ballad. Need it for that last sword. So
Gorko is
yeah, Gorko is the sword.
Interesting.
Thunder hit is Baron, so yeah, that's no mode, but very scattered among players though.
Yeah, who got Ballad?
Alex in the first Fire Sanctuary chest.
Interesting. It's actually pretty bad for him because it means that he will still be full clearing Fire Sanctuary. Oh,
nice tough beetle.
Tough beetle, yeah. So max upgrade beetle.
It's a shame that the secret passage chest was nothing. I've had exactly one seed that I looked at the log that contained a bomb bag locked by Tough Beetle.
Can you get the... Yeah, okay. The secret passage is the chest in Laneru.
Yeah, and you can reach it with regular beetle, but that's only trick.
So Muzu is about to get the third Triforce piece right now.
I will be back in a bit.
So on Triforce pieces, Firework is at 2 right now. Probably missing the one in Farron. Jude and Alex are both at 3. Muzu is getting the third piece right now. Also, the game is spoiling you that you have the last Triforce piece because I think it's the only item you get in the game that heals you before you see it. Firework about to get the meats. That pings. Really, yeah, that's true. I think Firework will be the only runner with Magma meats. He just got them, right? Mozu going back to Gorge. I think she's going to hook Beetle fight. Actually, no. She's just going for life 3 seed. That's down for Muzu. Nice shot. It's actually not easy to hit the crystal from here. Okay, looks like Muzu is going to hook Beetle fight, and Jijude is going to fire Sanctuary. Jijude will be happy to find this. The bad thing is that Jijude will be missing the Earth Temple. Muzu about to get the Stone of Trials actually. Yeah, the 2 rupees here are very, very hard to get if you don't have a quick beetle. Well, I think you have to have quick beetle. Basically, the problem is the beetle kill plane is based on verticality. Okay, Muzu has every Taton now. And since she's coming back here, I think she's going to hook Beetle fight, which will get her the Dragon Scale. Now the biggest thing that Alex is lacking is the Dragon Scale in hook Beetle fight. If he gets it, it's practically go mode for him. Ooh, nasty fall from Jijude. Actually losing quite a lot of time there. Yeah, it's possible that Borsky is Magma Meets locked. I'm pretty sure Alex knows the RBMs. To be honest, you are not. It's not a bad idea to bail on Fire Sanctuary because the RBMs take some time, and your Fire Sanctuary is on Skyloft. It's very easy to get to Fire Sanctuary in the seed. It takes less time than usual. Yeah. There's a decent chance that it's third small key chest. And third small key chest is the only check that is out Magma Meets locked. Okay, Firework is learning about Taton Sanity, it seems. He will be getting his bomb bag and his sword. Muzu straight to the Taton Sanity thing. Very expected. Oh, drowning.
Any updates?
Updates. So Firework is doing the tat tones. He's definitely learning about it, pausing a lot to check the route, and drowning once. But he is getting his checks.
Okay.
Probably getting bomb bag and the sword at the same time, which will put him in one sword go mode, basically. Actually, I don't think he has Stone of Trials. So he might also need that. And yeah, okay, he never went to Lanero Sensi, so that means that he doesn't have the Triforce there either. Muzu got the last stat tone. So just doing this check right now. And Floating Fire News at the same time. She got the scale in Lanero, which is very good for her. Alex left Fire Sanctuary because he didn't have the enough small keys to continue. So basically, it's at the very least the boss key is Mogma Meets locked somehow, at least. But we still don't know if it's hard Mogma Meets locked or not.
Did Muzu encounter a soft lock?
That's terrible. She might have lost a lot of progress. What was the soft lock she did?
It was something with the score.
Yeah, that's bad. Well, to the bug report. I hope she saved before doing the...
Oh, I wonder if it's the same like custom music bug that we encountered like when Tats Insanity was first added.
Oh. I hope she saved just before the tones.
Well, I mean, she was saved in Farronwood somewhere, so... Yeah, seems to have lost the sword in the bomb bag.
Sword and bomb bag, so just the... That means that she still has scale, which is actually not that bad because she can just do the Tatones groups to get these back. So it's nothing terrible, at least. If she still has the scale, she's fine. More than that would be absolutely terrible. Let's hope the last sword is not there, because I think we are still missing one sword. I think Firework is done with Tatones.
No, we know where all swords are because one is Gorka.
Oh yeah, Gorko. Okay, so at least the check is not required, so Muzu will be able to finish. Okay, Gideon is doing third small kill right now. At least map chest, but you are probably doing third small kill if you're already there.
Yeah, if you have bombs.
He has bombs.
Well, yeah. I'm just...
I mean, you are probably doing the map chest RBM if you don't have bombs, rather than doing all of this. Actually, is Gideon in go mode? Like, he has magma mids now.
I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, he's not truly in go mode because he doesn't know that he can access Earth Temple right now. Because he doesn't know if it's a Saint Ship or it's
Fire Sanctuary.
Fire Sanctuary, yeah. He doesn't know because he never checked. So he doesn't know he's in go mode, but he's actually in go mode. Muzu also getting Tumbleweed. All runners getting the Tumbleweed.
Oh.
Okay. That's map chest, right?
Yeah.
So that means that you can just RBM this and finish the seed. To be honest, the worst part of Fire Sanctuary here is that you can statue RBM, and then when you exit the dungeon, well, you are in Skyloft. So it takes a little more time than usual to get back into Fire Sanctuary.
Yeah. It'd be funny if Statue RBM isn't viable because you don't have Ruby Tablet.
Yeah. I would love a seed like this, to be honest. A seed where statue RBM is actually trash. And you have to do the dungeon normally because your Groovy tablet is on the Girahim 2.
That would be excellent, yeah.
I want a seed like this now. Okay, Firework is now finishing the Earth Temple. Now that he has Bomb Bag, it should be very easy.
Oh no.
The big question is, when will Alex go back to Orbital Fight? He's the only runner that never went back. And the worst about it is that he already full cleared Gorge and Sensi. Basically, Orbital Fight is his only check in Lanero besides Saintship dungeon. But I think he found both of his dungeons at this point, which means that there's no reason to go to Lanero besides thinking I have a required item on Orbital Fight.
I guess he doesn't know both dungeon entrances, so the Sandship entrance is nothing.
He knows because he got both dungeons required.
Yeah.
Okay. Firework about to be the first runner to finish a dungeon in this seed. Out of the 4 restream runners at least, because there's a good chance it has already done Bombless Caldera at the very least. But we can't know about this right now.
Rest in peace, Skykeep opening cutscene.
It still has the best music, but unfortunately.
Especially because when you exit Skykeep normally, you still have to claw shot target all the way back to Skyloft to dive. It would probably be faster to just fire warp out of Fire Sanctuary to dive away.
It seems that Muzu has forfeited from the race. I'm not sure why right now. Maybe she realized that she lost a very important item with a softlock. Um,
It didn't look like there was anything missing.
I see a new
Besides the
post
sword.
in the bugs forum, so I'm expecting that something is very wrong. Oh, okay. So that means okay. The bug is that Muzu cannot ever exit the flooded Ferren Woods, which means that she cannot get her sword. So that means that the seed is unbeatable for her. So Muzu literally cannot finish the seed. It's not possible.
Yeah, okay, so I suspect, like Esme has said, Muzu, since she's using custom music, I'm pretty sure that script will replace every song, or that script replaces, or what am I saying? So the custom music script, it goes through every song. Well, first it does the songs that you specify to be replaced, and then it replaces every other song with the songs that you supply it with. So I think it's not programmed to not replace the Tadtones jingle for some reason. Although, actually, no, I don't think that's the case because her game over thing was the Dodo fanfare, which makes me think that all the fanfares aren't touched. So maybe the bug just came back somehow.
Okay, so I'll put KitKat back on the race because it seems his issues are fixed.
Oh, nice.
We need to update his tracker, but I think he has basically everything, besides one Triforce.
Yeah,
And
he's even done with the dungeons.
He has completed all dungeons, yeah. So that means that he also has Churn of Trials and Spiral Charge. Yeah, he has everything that is not Beetle and the last Triforce.
Yeah, no, it's only in beta features. For whatever reason, I forgot.
Yeah. Okay, so Firewalk is doing the Boko base, which unfortunately for him, we know that it cannot have a required item because we know of all of the required items locations. So this is probably crystal packs at this point.
Oh, I know what to ask Muzu.
Yeah, I think KitKat is down to his last locations actually. Because he has done both dungeons, and he never came to the Sensi. He has scale, so he has done desert. He has done all of Eldin because he has completed Earth Temple, and he has full cleared Faerun because he has the Master Sword and the Bomb Bag. So yeah, it's most definitely his last location at this point. Okay. It should work for Alex. The last word is Gorko. So you need Ballad, and the kit has Ballad and knows it's Gorko.
So you may as well just pick that up when you are going to finish the game anyway.
Yeah. I saw the song, but I didn't see the item because the water dragon gives you the item when you exit, right?
I'm not sure.
Never saw a Taton Sanity Seed, so I cannot say.
Yeah, me neither.
It's very new. Literally this week old. The hard part is knowing where are the Tatons if it's the first time.
Yeah, there are like approximate descriptions given by the check name so you can see on the tracker, but
yeah, a good thing would be
the problem is a lot of them move. So
a video route is probably the best thing you can give to someone.
Yeah, or just watch a speedrun or something.
Okay, so G-Dude is doing the Earth Temple. Yeah, he didn't complete Fire Sanctuary. Of course, it's a bottle in Boca Base. Firework is missing the. I'm not too sure about actually. Probably the Sensi one, if I would guess.
Yeah, I don't remember what else was in Sansi that could be like incriminating on the tracker.
The Beetle. He would have another
Okay,
Beetle.
yeah. Since he only has Soak Beetle, it's probably that one.
He's probably about to say, this is my last location for the Triforce. It is probably finishing in like 8 to 10 minutes, maybe less actually.
Something like that. Depending on how good his drawing skills are.
Like he just needs to go to Fairrun and finish Gorko, then endgame. Okay, Firework is done with the Pokebase. You can dash, Alex, you are not dead without air.
You know, it's not Twilight Princess.
Thank God.
Twilight Princess Link has like paper lungs.
You mean sugar. It dissolves in water.
I guess fair enough. Only imagine how stressful, like, you think Bombless Scaldera is bad, just Morphle without Zor armor. You have to do
Yeah.
that little water bomb trick.
It's actually terrible to do. Okay, Shijude is finishing Earth Temple right now. That's his first dungeon.
I will say it feels a lot easier to do Bombless Scaldera right than it is to do Bomb Full Scaldera fast.
And that's
Like
Gomod.
the fast tricycle strats are a little difficult.
Yeah.
Particularly if you only have Goddess Sword.
That's so yeah, basically Gomod for kids. He still needs
Yep.
TMS, but he knows. Okay. Yeah, can you really get this stat done without jumping on it?
Which one? I wasn't looking.
The one in that is trapped.
Yeah, you have to flip the lily pad.
Damn, they knew. Oh, missed one.
Oh.
I don't think you can jump that high. Are the Tattones pinged?
Oh, you know what? It might be that main quest dowsing is sharing a slot with Tad Tones.
That's actually good. You should keep that.
Yeah, so that's like the same reason why sandship dowsing still works. The chest dowsing uses the main quest slot. I just make it so that the icon is always the chest.
Yeah.
I
Must keep
suppose I
that.
could maybe add an icon for Tad Tone dowsing, provided that it goes away after you're done.
It's really
I
nice that
think it has the highest priority between propeller, sandship, and Tad Tones. Yeah. It's like, unfortunately, propeller was, I think, the lowest priority, so I had to manually remove every other version. Yeah, Skorko was one of the 5 hints.
Oh, they are also on the map. That's actually pretty bad.
I think they're only on the map when you collect them.
Really?
Yeah, it's like the tears in the Silent Realm.
That's useless.
Well, I mean, where would the challenge be if they were all on the map to begin with?
That's true. Okay, Kit is about to start the endgame. Probably sub.
Oh yeah, I guess J-Dude... I hadn't been paying attention much to his side, but I assume he's already done Earth Temple.
Yeah, he did Earth Temple, and
Okay.
then he got the boss key in Fire Sanctuary, but did not beat the boss because he did the statue RBM, I think. And then he went back to the Eldin Pillar to just go to the end of Fire Sanctuary and finish it, which means that it was fast. He only needs to get the sword right now. That means he's actually very close to KitKat. Like, he's 2 minutes behind at worst, which is really, really, really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he would take more time with Fire Sanctuary, but no, he's just done.
Oops. Alex had accidentally ran into a purple bubble.
This Taton group is the worst. Way too long.
Well,
Master
he's
Sword
also doing it in the opposite order that like you do in the speedrun.
Yeah.
Nice angle there.
Nice arrow. You're missing the end.
Evil crystal.
Okay, G-Dude has TMS. So G-Dude is just a hold behind the kit.
Yeah, well, you say just, but once you get past that, it's
Game
pretty hard
over.
to screw up.
Yeah, but considering how good.
Yeah, no,
is
it's still
in-
very nice performance.
Yeah, like you are happy about this usually, especially as Kit is also
Especially
one of the
since
best main first
it
runners.
looked like Alex had the clear lead early on.
Yeah.
Ooh,
The thing that killed
this is
him
sketchy.
was getting the scale last. Absolutely
Yeah,
desperate.
and
And Mogmamits. He has Bomb Bag and Master Sword, so if he exits now, he's not missing any item. I think he's also the runner that took the most time to do Floated Fairy Woods, so he's losing a lot of time there. Because it's probably the first time he's doing this. And he's out. Now there's not a single Dalton here.
that'd be evil because the game spawns you on the outside of the tree.
But that tone is the one that is trapped on the thing right here.
Lily pad, yeah.
You need to jump on it. Yeah. This is why. And the kit is nearly done. This blue tone is actually very hard to get.
Yeah, that one. If I'm, yeah, that one like it took me a little bit when I was learning how to do no bit, how to do that one properly because you have to like kind of wait for it to start moving and then spin.
And GG's to
GG's to
KitKat
Kit Kat.
finishing in 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 47 seconds. And we are joined by KitKat. GG's.
Hello, GG's.
Yellow.
So, there was an issue with your stream at the start of the race, so we actually switched out with Firework for a lot of time, and then Muzu got a hard lock actually, and couldn't finish the race.
Ah, okay, yeah. I was wondering why she forfeited, but yeah.
Yeah. Basically, it seems that there's an issue with flooded Fallen Woods.
Yeah, it's the same one that existed when Tad tones were first added, but I suspect what I think might have happened is so she has custom music, and then there's an option in the randomizer to randomize the music. So I think what happened is the custom music script was run, and then the music randomizer somehow switched out a custom music onto the Tad tone jingle somehow, and that might have caused it because it's supposed to not let you change the Tad tone jingle, but
Right, yeah.
because I remember that was
Yeah.
an issue before, but it was fixed somehow.
So,
Yeah, anyway.
Also, yeah, congratulations on first place. It seems that
Yeah.
you basically avoided Sensi until the last moment in this seed, so
Yeah.
we couldn't see much of a race. But I assume you did Bombless Caldera, which pulled you quite ahead in this
Yeah,
seed.
I did fail it, I think, once. I muscle memoried into just goddess sort of strats, which ended up being I did too much damage, and so I soft locked once, so I lost a bit of time there. Just in general, I felt pretty rusty, but you know, I mean, yeah, it happens. Like I haven't played SSR since Easter Blitz probably, so some rust is going to show. I have played some. I've been doing a lot of vanilla recently, but yeah, nothing randomizer related.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think
Also,
yeah.
yeah, G-Dude is about to finish right now. He's very
I
close.
Yeah.
on
What was like
this.
the biggest difference between us?
Well, we weren't watching you for most of the time, but I think J-Dude took a little while to get the mitts.
Ah,
It was either that or I don't remember what, but
Did you
Alex
do
was ahead. Alex was ahead for a decent bit, but he basically last location in the water scale. See, so when I saw that there was nothing pinging in desert, I was like, well, surely if the hook beetle thing is not useful, then you would have gotten a barren hint, because that's 16 locations. You're basically guaranteed to get that barren hinted if it is barren. So I think the fact that you didn't get a barren hint should tip you off that there's an item there.
I mean, at the very least, I did that because I didn't have Quick Beetle for Sansi, and I was praying that that would be Quick Beetle, which is why I actually went to, which is why I went to Flooded Farronwoods before, before Sansi, was just purely because I was kind of waiting out for the Quick Beetle for a lot of it.
Yeah, but the quick beetle was just in a Fire Stronghold.
Yeah. Well, I think that was my logical tough beetle. I did get a quick beetle before Sandsea, so that was that. But yeah, it still took quite a while to get it. I think it was. I can't remember where it was for now. I want to say Vice actually, but I'm probably wrong.
Okay, the biggest question about this seed is: did you do 10 loose crystals, or did you go to Lanilu Gorge like Muzu, G-Dude and Alex, Fire Spinner actually. It's Firework and Alex did to get the 5 autophagic crystals to avoid farming the 5 bad crystals.
Oh yeah,
Well, I don't think that was the original intention, but they did do the bit warp.
Yeah, I did the bit warp as well. I saw nothing in mines pinged, so I was like, well, I guess I'll do this since I can already do like 2 things in Chord, so might as well.
Yeah, very good play. Saves quite a lot of time in this.
Yeah, it's like one of the things that Jazz really preaches is like if Mine's ping's dead, do the bit warp, because at least you then have the gold statue, which is somewhat overpowered.
Especially since you have the beetle and the life tree fruit, so you can.
In this seed, it made more sense anyway. Yeah,
you can get 2 of the things there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, caves was barren anyway, so you get nothing extra from that. But
so yeah, pretty interesting seed. So logically, you are expected to buy the 5 crystals for 300 rupees, and then do 10 loose crystals just to get your meats to get claw shots. That's what the seed wants you to do.
That's pretty disgusting.
Yeah, that's why most runners in this race were very very heavily bottlenecked, and that's the runners that did the bit warp to Lanilu Gorge pulled ahead in this race.
Yeah.
Also, congrats to G-Dude, finishing in 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 39 seconds.
Alright, hello, GG.
Very close to Kit finishing.
I got really lucky having Earth Temple and Fire Sanctuary.
Yeah, because you were 50% go mode between the Fire Sanctuary.
No, I didn't have Earth Temple entrance either, so I had no idea. It was one.
At this point, you have to think that Earth Temple is dead because you would surely have gotten a key piece at this point.
Yeah, I had that idea as well. Yeah, you would have had a key piece at that point.
So you could think it's not likely Earth Temple, so that's basically a 50-50 at this point.
Also, I knew it was going to be pretty bad, almost to be required almost instantly.
Yeah. You did farm the 10 loose crystals. You did it actually way earlier than than all of the runners that did the 10 loose crystals.
I don't know why my audio cut out, but I have the only thing I can say I did bad.
Oh, sorry, we lost your
crystal routing probably ever. That was really bad. I probably lost a minute.
Okay, that's Mogma miss for Alex.
I did make the right choice to go to Sandsea first. Nice quick beetle location. And Gus Bellows location.
Yeah.
Other than that, I really don't have much to say. The seed wasn't that bad. Really, except for 10 loose.
Yeah. Once you're past your 10 loose crystals, your Versid is actually good. Yeah. Just the unfortunate thing that Muzu hardlocked in this seed. So had
She
some-
hardlocked?
Yeah. Could not
Well-
exit through the woods, basically.
Well, I consider a hardlock something like when your console crashes or something.
Yeah, that's true.
But she was still able to reset out of it at least.
Yeah, she could reset out of it, but she could not get a single check in Flooded Fire Woods ever.
Yeah,
Basically,
she was
making the seed impossible.
impossible. Yeah, because that had bomb bag and a sword in it.
Yeah, you can do without bomb bag, but this sword you need.
Yeah, that no way you're not getting that sword. Or no way you're getting that sword with that scale. Wait, how did she hardlock herself out of doing the rest of Flooded Farron?
Something
yeah.
with custom music and the jingle with the tad tones.
Oh, and that forces a soft lock. Because if you don't have the original tad tones jingle there, the game soft locks. I believe, is that what happened?
Yeah, I think so.
We believe
Where was the last tad tone group?
there was one on top of Sensi.
Yeah, I got
there was
Sansi
one
and
in Earth Temple Bosky chest.
yeah, I never got that. Yeah.
I mean, you were basically in go mode at this point.
Yeah,
It
I was
a
in
good
go.
change.
I was in go mode once I entered Earth Temple.
Yeah.
Don't know much else to say,
Alex
really.
is finishing Earth Temple right now.
Has he finished Fire Sanctuary?
No, because he didn't have Mogmamits. But now he's doing both at the same time. Basically, he's in go mode at this point.
Okay. Has he gotten the boss key yet? Wait, has he even touched?
He
hasn't
didn't get the
touched
boss
fire.
key. I think he didn't do the map chest RBM, so
Yeah, he probably just doesn't know how to do that.
yeah, at this point it's probably the case.
Although I'm pretty sure me doing statue RBM in my situation was faster.
It was better to do the dungeon normally if you don't know if you need first small key or not. I think. But
Well,
how to say?
the fastest I could have beaten Kid if I just did it inbounds Bitport, but that was so insanely risky to do. So
Firework, I believe, is still missing the Ballad of the Goddess. Oh, actually, no, he has it tracked, so he has to have it.
yeah, really nice to get Ballad on the first Fire Sanctuary chest, though.
Yeah.
Didn't think that was going to be my go mode item this seed. Yep, Porco had sword, so
no.
Ballad is hard required.
Yeah, I think Firework doesn't have the third Triforce actually. I think he's the same as Kit. He never went to finish Sensi.
Oh yeah, and he didn't get the Triforce on a Cacti Pillar.
The Triforce piece in Stronghold. That's the one he's missing.
Oh wait, no, there is no Gus Bells on Cacti Pillar, not the Triforce.
Yeah, he skipped Stronghold basically.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have Quick Beetle.
Also, that was the most barren desert I've ever seen.
So, fun fact about this, like Yal has said in the seed, because all of the other checks were barren, and you didn't get barren hints for Lanero Desert, it was close to guaranteed that Hook Beetle fight had to have an item.
How is that
otherwise
the
it would
case?
be hinted barren.
Yeah, so like the barren hints are weighted based on how many locations there are. So if Desert is barren, its 16 checks would almost certainly overpower Thunderhead's 4 and Cave's 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you know about this thing, you know that Hook Beetle Fight has something.
But
Or you
how
are
does that?
very unlucky.
How does that single-handedly confirm Hook Beetle Fight?
So if everything else is gone, then there has to be something preventing it from
Yeah.
being barren. Because if that chest has a non-progress item, then
Oh,
the
you're
region will
saying-
be barren.
Okay, you're saying that
I'm
was
not saying it has to be like a SOTS item. I'm just saying it has to be some kind of progress item.
okay. No, I thought
Yeah.
you were saying. I thought you were saying that like you were able to just determine that Hook Beetle Fight was required and nothing else was before
No.
even going there. You know,
We
like
knew
that
it
makes
was something
sense.
good. We
But
didn't
yeah,
know it
After
was
you
good.
Jawas.
Yeah, no, scale was literally the only thing prevent. Oh well, yeah, from dowsing, that is true. But yeah, scale was the only thing that prevented a barren desert, which is kind of wild. It's
Yeah.
been a long time since we've gotten a barren desert.
Yeah, it's really funny that the only check you couldn't ping in Desert was the only check that you needed to do.
It felt so
Yeah.
weird going into the nodes and getting 0 pings.
Yeah. Just the entire Desert. 0 pings.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, at least you can say that the CGMC saves you a lot of time in this seed.
Yeah. Especially when
Because-
you got bomb bag and flooded Farron.
Yeah. You get bomb bag, you say, I want to go to the nodes, and they are completely dead.
Yeah.
You would feel super bad about this.
I also might have forgotten a few times that I had Stone of Trials, but I remembered at the right time at least.
I mean, yeah. It's required, so good.
Oh yeah.
We got our wish of required.
At least
Stone
I
of
didn't
Trial.
miss. At least I didn't miss peak it as a red rupee. I've done that a few times. Oh, also,
So,
I finally got lobster roll on restream. That was
Hooray.
exciting. And then I failed cube work because stupid calibration. Well, yeah, I don't really have much else to say.
yeah, GG's on second place.
Thank you. I guess I really don't have much else of a reason to be here, so I'll talk to you guys later.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for the race.
You're welcome.
Okay, Firework just got the Fire Sanctuary Bosky, which is very good for him. He will at
Phew.
least be able to finish this dungeon right now. The problem is, well, no, he definitely has this. So yeah, he's in go mode, right? Oh no, he's missing the Triforce piece. Okay, so he needs to go to Sensi to get the last Triforce piece to finish the seed. So the problem is that he might be insensitized to do the Fire Sanctuary checks right now, which is losing time. Alex is definitely in go mode, only has to finish Fire Sanctuary. If he knows about Statue RBM, he might save a little time. Yeah, I think he knows at least this one. If you can only learn one RBM, learn the Statue RBM. So yeah, at this point I'm expecting Alex to finish before Firework Spinner, just because he's in go mode. Also, he has Sacred Bow.
We love Secret Boo.
Yeah, Alex is just doing vanilla Fire Sanctuary. Okay, so that's the bottle chest for Alex. After that, the next check on his list should be the map chest. If he's doing the normal route. Firework has done the entire Boko base, yeah. I think he only has Sensi left. He might have only Sensi left, if I didn't forget any check. I'm actually not sure about this. They are actually pretty close. The thing is that Firework is just full clearing Fire Sanctuary because he doesn't know where the Triforce piece is. So he's doing every check, while Alex will skip the last checks. So he saves some time. Okay, so now Firework is on Girakim 2. And Alex basically knows that he needs to go to do the map chest. Yeah, Firework doesn't have bellows, so he has to not have done skippers. There's not much to say at this point in the race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the waiting game.
Yeah, there's a... I think if Alex knows how to get to the boss quickly, he's probably like 10 minutes from finishing. Firework needs to do Sensi. Oh yeah, Alex is fighting the final boss, this puzzle.
Yeah, no, I swear, whenever I enter that hole from the wrong orientation, it just throws me off.
I don't know how to do this puzzle. I always fuck it up at least once every time I replay this game. Okay, so this is map chest, which is the boss key, which means that Alex will not need to do overchecks. Yeah, Firework is straight to CNC. We'll do skippers before doing Stronghold. So as long as Alex doing Fire Sanctuary relatively fast, he's probably slightly ahead. Oh, it was not map chest. No, he did first small key first before the map chest. Which is actually a good idea, I think, because the first small key chest is not that slow. The map chest is actually very slow to
Well, I
spawn.
mean, the problem is you should be able to ping that. Did it ping for something?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, like unlike the map chest, which only appears, you can always ping the small key chest provided you're on the same map.
Okay. Now if he's truly in go mode. I mean, at least it's not flat, because that would be our last location.
Did he grab the shortcut gate here? No.
I mean, it's not that bad.
No! No, don't leave.
That's very unfortunate. Oh.
I can't believe they still don't.
Yeah, okay, it
Have
seems
this
Alex will
automatic
just be doing the
moving.
dungeon normally. Yeah, Alex is very ahead, even if he's doing this vanilla thing. Like now he has to do plat chest. Okay, so right now Alex will need to smash the boulder for the lava to come here.
Yep.
Okay, so he's nearly done now. Just needs to beat the boss. Oh, Firework is leaving skippers.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so very interesting.
Oh, okay.
So that means that
I
he's
feel like that skipper's chest always has a bow. I don't know why, but
I mean, this time it's
remember
Bellows, but
one. But considering that Alex has the secret bow, I think it did.
okay. Now, how many darts? Okay, this should be close to finished.
Oh, I didn't quite see that. It's just another beetle.
Okay, now Alex is done with Fire Sanctuary.
Yeah, I think
Just
this is still Alex's favor.
yeah, possibly. Because he will be on Skyloft after finishing this. Just go to Faerun and it's finished. Yeah, this is basically a hard skip thing. Like if he fails hard skip and Firework gets it, Firework can be ahead. I don't think it's a minute.
Yeah.
I think it's more.
I don't think it's that small of a lead. I think it's even bigger than Horde Skip. Because Firework has to do like a good chunk of pirates.
Yeah, that's true. It's the second chest, not the first
I
one.
think Alex can win even without Horde Skip. Yeah, it's nice that you get spat out actually by a dock when you complete the dungeon.
It's actually better that the dungeon is here than in Eldin. You're closer to your goal. It's really nice as Keep is placed there.
Time to draw.
Did everyone have to draw an arrow today?
I mean, it would make sense. You probably got at least one bow before this point. I think if you have bow, it's always arrow, at least on the first attempt.
Interesting.
And then if you don't have bow, it's bombs if you have them, and then if not, I think it's usually rupees, but it's sometimes hearts as well. Oh. Firework baited by that.
Yeah, he's
Very
not the
thin
first one. I think someone else got baited there.
I am so scared to adopt the angle-lined meta. Mainly because I know Jasnix does it, and Jasnix is terrible at drawing arrows. Like, I just draw a normal arrow and it works every time. Who cares if I lose a little bit, making it look pretty? Like, just, I know the line works, but it just seems so ridiculous that I can't ever believe it. I wonder what would happen if I drew the LMF boss key on there. Would it agree with me that it's an arrow?
I hope so. It is an arrow.
Fewer pieces of hearts. Okay, that makes sense.
Let's go mode for firework. That should be at least. Yeah, okay, he's walking.
No. I think somehow in the beta features branch, they must have reverted it, because I remember when I made Phi Hints a thing, I very deliberately recapitalized the M in Master, because that's how it is originally, but somehow it's lowercase again. So I think when Muzu originally added the Phi menu, she made it lowercase.
Okay, let's see if
Oh.
hold skip. Oh, that's
Oh.
bad.
Ah, I was hoping for that retry to work.
I think they are dead now. Yeah, no more skip. Just do it normally.
Yeah, it especially sucks when because there are Bokoblins carrying bombs, so they're more than likely either gonna kill the moblins or destroy their shields. You don't usually get a chance to retry. When I was doing an All Dungeons run 2 days ago, I screwed up Horde Skip, and I heard one of them lose its shield by being blown up, but thankfully there's still one left for a shield, and I was able to do a retry. Which is especially important because, much like old rando rules, All Dungeons doesn't have True Master Sword, so you can't do the blue bokoblin very quickly. Speaking of which, it's either not going for it or doesn't know about the yeeting strategy.
Actually, really funny that there's a strong group up
Yes.
in now. Like, where was he at the start of the game? He could have
Not
stopped
2.5 minutes, more like 1.5 maybe. One. I ended up losing 117 on that split, but that's because I had a pretty bad demise as well.
Okay.
The yeet definitely doesn't save a minute. It saves like maybe 15, 20-ish seconds. Oh, I like the Hylian shield strategy.
I mean, at least you're sure to not
If you try that with a wooden shield, it's just gonna melt. Because the shield doesn't get iframes like you do. So every arrow is gonna hit and it's gonna break.
And hold is done. Alex only has 1 heart. Needs to be very careful to not die here. Dying at the end of a fight would actually lose a lot of time. Fortunately, the most dangerous part of the fight is right here. Okay, that's first phase done. Only 2 more. No Skyward strat.
Yeah, he's probably playing it safe on 1 heart.
With True Master Sword, I think you can do it in 1 cycle. Pretty easily.
Oh,
Oh, this is very bad. I think Fireworks Spinner is actually ahead now.
yeah.
Well, he's not in the best health either. Okay, so they are less than 30 seconds apart now. Yeah, there's a chance that Firework is just faster. Because he's 80% runner.
That is true, but like, the strategies are not quite the same. I mean, it's more difficult 90% because you have Goddess Sword.
Yeah. Just that you need to bash him slightly more.
Yeah, like,
Demise
you
is
don't,
exactly the same, but
because in the first phase of the minigame, you're doing the escape. And then when you get to the real fight, you're, like, getting back into the arena, so...
But Firework is doing the Skyward Strike strat. Unfortunately, it failed at the end, but he still got more hits. So he's done with phase 2 already. Okay, that's 1 hit. Only 1 more. Okay. And he's done. Okay. As long as he doesn't die on Demise, he's good.
Richard.
And that's phase 3 for Alex.
Oh, I must have some delay. Or not.
And that's Killer Him 3 done. They are less than a minute apart. Firework only has 2 hearts, so dangerous.
Yeah, seems to having some trouble getting some spin attacks. There we go. Oh, interesting. Prefers to do it shieldless. Sometimes you can get away doing spin attacks.
Both runners on Demise at the same time.
Yep.
Finish very close. And this is GG to Firework Spinner. Actually sniping Alex with a better endgame. GG's.
Yeah, minute.
Was it really that close?
Yeah, it was that close. Alex died in the end game against Rahim. He was ahead by like 1.5 minutes, and then he died, and you pulled ahead.
Oh, I was shaking that entire time. Ugh.
Yeah,
Ugh.
incredible seed.
That was definitely an interesting seed. I was really glad of how I played it, despite being rusty as hell.
Yeah, and GG's to Alex for finishing in 2 hours 30 and 20 seconds.
Yeah, I come in here and I look at race time and I see just finished. I'm like, oh my god. That was the first time I ever got horde skip in like months. I was so happy. Like,
Actually won you the race against Alex. So, yeah.
that was something.
So, yeah. Alex is joining us for an interview right now. So, yeah, what did you think about this seed? Like,
I thought it was interesting. Like, definitely like a lot of back and forth. I felt like it was like very like front loaded. I want to say, like there were a lot of like really good items early on, and
You
then
were the one to get the water scale, I think. And
yeah,
it was
I was thinking about that because I think I was still out of logic at that point because I don't think I think I got my second beetle out of logic.
yeah. And then there were the other myths on Bet 30. That's what you were supposed to get, but
Yeah. That was definitely interesting. Where did I get my second beetle? Oh yeah, it was deeper in Elden.
reviews past.
Yeah, because I actually
Yeah.
did the RBM to get to later Elden.
yeah, it was really interesting. I think you are the only runner that did this.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna do something different this time. And then when I did Dickspot RBM, Yal messaging me in Discord.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I thought doing the Elden thing, and I was like, that's not allowed.
Nah, you're fine. I didn't see it till like much later, and I'm like, oh, I wasn't doing it anyway, but thanks.
There's one RBM that is not allowed in Eldinia. So,
Yeah.
I think both of you did the Lainelu Gorge pit warp, which actually
Yeah.
saves quite a lot of time in this race.
I think Alex did it
Yeah.
first.
I did it as
Yeah,
well.
Alex was the first
Can you hear
one to
me?
do it.
Makes
Yeah.
a lot of
Yep. Maybe.
Sorry, should have said that before, but yeah.
Yeah. When I doused mines and saw that there was nothing there, I'm like, okay, time to bit warp.
Exactly, yeah. And I was either my progression was in mines or I had to go get 30 crystals, and I was at 22, so I was like, let's just go break out of logic, see if we can't get something good. I got 5 crystals, which helped a little bit, but nothing
Yeah,
else.
5 crystals was nice. And just like early access back to caves for
Yeah.
eventually going to Sandsea.
Also, the fun
See-
thing is that you ping desert, and there's literally
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah,
desert
desert
is-
was so empty. I was so surprised.
so.
except for the one that was there. So the interesting thing about that is, if suppose that Hook Beetle was not a useful item, then that means that desert is barren, and since it has 16 locations, that means you're basically guaranteed to get a hint for that. So since you did get a hint, I think you could potentially reason that there's likely a progress item in the Hook Beetle fight, because it's one
Yeah.
thing you can't. So
Like
It has to
nothing pinged in desert. Went to fire node. Nothing pinged in fire node. Went to lightning node. Nothing pinged. And I'm like, wait, I have Hook Beetle.
it's not
Yeah.
barren.
I was
not-
so
not
sad
bad.
with that scale location too. It's like
Yeah.
I last locationed it, and it's just like, I don't want to go get this because it's a bit of a walk. It won't be anything, right? And then it was something. So
I was glad that the Boko base chest on cliff wasn't anything important. because that was pinging, and I do not know where Bellows was. The one
Bellows
check you
was-
can get without Bellows.
It's actually the chest you skipped in Skippers.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, I pinged Skippers, and I'm like, okay, this is one location that I can ping. Pirates has like 6, and 3 of them I can't ping, so I'm gonna go to Pirates, and that ended up being the very correct play.
Actually saved you here.
Yeah, that definitely saved me.
Yeah.
It-
Also, you saved a lot of time on that tones because that tones is very hard if you never did it.
Yes.
Yeah,
would be me.
I did have to pull up the picture to get a feel for where they all were, but yeah, Tad Tones was something. I kind of wish I did try Bombflower Scaldera because I did have to double dip Earth Temple. I did try Bombflower Scaldera, but I guess I didn't damage right and I soft locked. So then I'm like, okay, there's gotta be something else somewhere. There's gotta be bombs somewhere nearby in logic, so I'll come back.
Yeah. So at least you could finish this race. Unfortunately for Muzu, she soft locked in the flooded Faron Woods because of custom music. It seems.
Oh no, that's
because of that,
unfortunate.
like she could start the game again, but she could never exit flooded Faron Woods with the items there, which means that she could never finish the seat because there was a sword there.
Like,
Yeah.
pick up the Tattoons you need and then just fire warp out.
You cannot, I think.
Yeah, you can fire warp out because I fire warped out after I got the tattoos.
The thing that soft locked her is because she had all tattoons which would complete the score. And that's the thing that soft locks. And the score complete like plays when you have all of the tattoons anytime, right?
Oh, okay.
And she had all 3.
She had 3 tattoos. That explains it.
It was like immediately upon entering Flooded Faron is how that happens.
So at this point it was already doomed.
That's unfortunate. I will say, this was the first race that actually did not come dead last and actually finished. So I'm pretty satisfied about that.
So
I definitely need to race more. Need practice.
Yeah, I think my biggest time loss was definitely just not knowing where the tad tones were. So to get rid of that, I mean, there's plenty of execution errors and routing problems I had this seat as well, but I think that'll
same
take a
here.
large chunk of time. So
There's a lot of time where I was like, wait, where do I go again? Why do I do this? This isn't
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom. What is this?
I thought
I
I could
really
block it.
I-
After
yeah,
not having to do
yeah, that happens.
back.
but I really like the setting. I think it's a good setting, honestly.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting.
Yeah, we are just worried about one thing. It's that it adds too many checks to Felrun. Because
Yeah.
that's
I
like,
guess
Yeah.
So it's just the fact that, like, compared to Boko base, all you need is like access to Flooded Faron Woods, and you get 17 all at once. Like, they're all the same, and you don't need anything extra. That's like part of the reason why, whenever we briefly were able to do trial Dusk Relic stuff before we found out things were broken, we limited it to just 5 per each instead of the maximum 10. Because
That would
they're
be
all-
interesting to do for something like this. Then
and you could,
I don't know if you can, but
like force.
There's, I
You
think
could
still
just,
working on re-entry for that.
you could always exclude certain Tadtone groups and
Oh,
people
yeah.
know what they are.
or make the check on one line instead of one group, but
Something like that.
I lost my train of thought.
but yeah. GG's for this race.
GG's.
I was so
Everyone-
excited when I actually got Horde Skip. That was something. Oh yeah, now that we have Tatones and we have Boko base, when are we putting boss rush rewards in? We need the Thunder Dragons quest line stuff.
I mean, yeah, but at least we have access to Gorge right now. It's half of the way. Because Gorge was unavailable for.
Or at least
Wait,
Seedling.
We should add minecart escort and add a check to like every checkpoint or something.
Oh no.
Or Seedling. Like make the Seedling check a thing. Or like this.
Yeah, that's
fruit
something
check.
like if we eventually, I feel like eventually we should move the dungeons to also be the horde doors, so that way once you have Master Sword or True Master Sword, you can go to the past and you could have both the Zelda's Blessing and plant the Electro Seedling as an option.
Wait, is Dungeons still on? Oh wait.
They're tied to the Gate of Time is a problem. So
And the Triforce is Horde Door, that's right.
yeah.
And basically, the only thing that you can get in the past is that is required is a Triforce or something that leads to it directly.
Yeah.
It's really funny for when you only need a Triforce and you didn't get a hint for True Master Sword, and you are like, okay, do I gamble that?
Yeah.
Or even better, there's something like claw shots on TMS.
I think that's
And then now you
happened.
have to search for your Triforces. Oops.
Oh, it's all the way deep in Sand Sea? Oh well.
Oops.
I think that's everything right now. So GG's on this race. For Skyward Sword Randomizer, the next race will be the monthly Bitless race next week at the same time slot.
Oh yeah.
Same time slot, or are we going back
Plus
3?
1 hour, yeah. It will go back to the normal time. Yeah. For Skyward Sword, there's the Wing Clash Any Percent Grand Finals Game 1 between Yal and KitKat. Games 1 and 2, actually, both tomorrow at 5 p.m. UTC. So
Good luck with that, y'all.
it's actually at 6 p.m. UTC, but yeah. Yeah, good luck to both Yal and Kit for this. It's a BO5 with 1 game to KitKat, I think. And yeah, so that's all for Skyward Sword. So right now, that's just started. There's the Tears of the Kingdom Any Percent race right now on the SR. So we will be raiding them. Maybe.
Well, they're just getting in on the long and unskippable cutscene.
Yeah. So
Great.
but for us, that's it for tonight. Thanks everyone, and see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.